Good morning, YouTube. PPS is back Monday, last day of February. Month flew by, obviously the shortest month of the year, but yeah, it's the closest one to March. One day away from that March Madness, and I am very, very excited for it. Yeah, I mean, this weekend was fantastic. Friday, Saturday was great. Sunday we took a step back, but kind of understandable with how small the slate was and still wanting to have some action there. But we are rolling on the college basketball plays. We're 6 straight days with winners. Been profitable on all 6 days. So we're going for 7 today. And I like this slate, obviously very small Monday slate, but there's some pretty good games. There's some, I think, conference tournaments starting up in the MEAC. And yeah, there's going to be some fun ones today. And I'm attacking more of the overs, obviously. But yeah, let's drop right into the recap from this past week. We went with Toledo. Too easy, man. The Rockets are just dogs right now. They're killing it for us. Sorry about that. They're killing it for us. Another 1.5 units there. The number one wagon team obviously will come through for us. I saw that the line did move down to 152.5. So this was actually a full 3-unit play for me. I had a unit on the 152.5 and 2 on this. And comes through pretty easily, even without Jake Stevens. That news came out after I posted the video and obviously made the move on the line there. But still, even without their best player, VMI finds a way to give up points and score points. That's all we needed. And we're on a nice little run here, 6-1. 6-1 run, adding up to 3.5, 4.5, 6, 8, 6.8 units. Last 3 videos, 6-1 run. So very, very excited here to continue this run. And we're coming into March, obviously, like I just said. And I'm excited here to jump into our first play of the day, which is going to be actually, I don't usually play on the big games this week, like on the big games, like huge ACC or huge Big Ten. I don't usually play those just because the lines are usually pretty sharp, but I think this line is just a little bit too low. I'm going to be going with the over in the Syracuse game today. And yeah, let's just get right into the numbers here. So we'll get into my Ken Palm numbers like always. You guys have to always hear those first so we kind of understand where we're at. Syracuse is actually the 18th best adjusted offense in the country. When I looked at that, I was very surprised. But that is going up against the top 47. The defenses they played have ranked 47th in the country, which is a huge number. Like for them to score at that efficient of a rate, playing at a decent pace, 124 in the country there. I really like the Syracuse team to be able to score on UNC. UNC's okay defensively, 94th. But again, they're going to play extremely fast, and their offense is very good as well. So we had 19th in Syracuse. We have 25th here in North Carolina in adjusted offense. Syracuse is actually going to go up 2 possessions here as North Carolina is averaging to almost 71 possessions per game. Weirdly, I was trying to find their head-to-head this year, and they didn't play. So this is the first matchup this year. This is going to be in North Carolina. I think that Syracuse does enough here to stay close, but I think North Carolina actually will cover this number. It's an 8-point spread right now, and I really like the spot here for them. Let's go into a little bit more of the numbers. Syracuse is averaging 77 points per game, and North Carolina is giving up 72 points per game. The biggest number here, and I think the biggest number on both sides is going to be the three-point shooting. Syracuse ranks 39th in the country at 37% from the three-point range, and UNC ranks 233rd in defensive allowed three-point percentage, 34.5%. And now the biggest part for UNC is going to be threes. Obviously, that's how you beat the zone of Syracuse. And North Carolina shoots 37.3% from three. They rank 35th in the country in that category. Syracuse defense obviously going to give up a ton of three-point shots in that zone. Also, UNC shoots fantastic from the line, 25th in the country at 76.5%. And also, the reason the zone is tough is because it's very, very hard to rebound out of a zone. You don't have a matchup. You have to box out, and you have Armando Bacot down low here with this Syracuse defense. I will go out right now and say that Armando Bacot drops 25 tonight with at least 12 rebounds. This man is going to eat Syracuse alive here. And I'm looking at the numbers there, and UNC's offensive rebounding is 14th in the country. Defensive rebounding, Syracuse is 264th. So this is going to be, I think, a bloodbath on the boards. I think that's the biggest difference in this game. Syracuse offense is fantastic. I don't think they're going to have issues scoring. Obviously, they're much better at home, which is a little bit concerning, but the pace should be there. I expect this in the mid to high 70s here. And both teams, 26th and 19th in the country in adjusted offense. I think they find a way to score on each other. Syracuse just got absolutely annihilated by Duke. And I think that they're going to try to come out and put up a little bit of a show here. Obviously, they're trying to push for a chance to play in the tournament. Obviously, they're going to have a huge run here with a lot of quad one wins, as they're only 15 and 14. But I mean, they still have some pretty big games on the schedule. You're going to be at North Carolina tonight. You're going to be playing Miami. And then you have one of the best chances here in getting quad one wins by being in the ACC. So Syracuse controls a little bit of their own destiny and the ability for them to get some pretty big wins and maybe try to sneak in late. But I think they're going to come off firing here. I don't think Boeheim is going to allow them to continue this kind of struggle here. I think that this is going to be a fun, fast-paced game where we're going to see some points, and more points. So rolling with this one, 1.5 unit play, guys. Rolling with the Syracuse Orange in the Tar Heels of North Carolina, over 155.5. And so, yeah, I got one more play for you guys. And again, just in between, if you guys could drop a like on the video, it means a lot to me. And if you could subscribe to the channel, like I said, we're still working on the 1,000. I think we just passed 970 now, so getting close, but still a little bit more work to get there. Like I said, guys, our last 3 days, 6-1 run, almost 7 units profit there, and I don't see us stopping right now. I don't see us stopping at all, and we're going to go into our last play of the day. And a team that you guys know I'm pretty familiar with, and that is going to be Charleston. I'm going to Charleston and Hofstra. I'm going to the over there. And obviously, you guys know at this point how fast Hofstra or how fast Charleston plays here. They're ranked number 2 now. Actually, they're tied with St. John's as the top pace team in the country. And their defense is just bad. 166 in adjusted defense. But they've only had a strength of schedule playing against the top 190. 190 is the strength of offenses they've been playing. And now you're going to be playing Hofstra. Hofstra is a very, very good team in this conference, ranking 55 in adjusted offense. And they're also playing pretty fast this year, top 100 in pace, 69 possessions per game. That's going to be almost 4 possession jump here when you're playing against Charleston. Hofstra, very good offensively, and actually okay defensively. But when we've seen these games before, guys, it doesn't matter how good you are defensively when you're playing at a pace like this. Charleston is not going to slow down for anybody. I have absolutely no issues thinking that they're going to run this score. I was on the over in their first matchup. That one was weird, though, because that one ended up at 149 in one of those games where everything kind of didn't go well at the end, where we would expect free throws, but it stayed in that 3-point game, so no one was fouling. We also saw Charleston shoot 25% from 3 in that game, 37% from the field. And Hofstra only shot 32% from 3, which is lower than their season average, 49% from the field. But we also saw 31 turnovers, guys. 31 turnovers. Obviously, I expect a little bit more in a Charleston game just with the amount of possessions, but that is extremely sloppy. And if we think about it, Hofstra is actually a better version of Delaware, and Delaware just dropped 96 on these dudes. And that was a game that I played as well during this little run here. Hofstra, let's get into a little bit more numbers here. Hofstra is 37th in the country, scoring 77.6 points per game. And Charleston is 26th worst, giving up 76.6 points per game. And the Hofstra defense isn't great either. 72 points per game allowed, which ranks around 260. And Charleston, with their pace, is scoring 78 points per game, right? As a Charleston team, you do not have to be that efficient when you're playing this quickly, right? You can have bad possessions when you're only going 10 seconds into the shot clock. So that's what I kind of like in these types of games. We have a little bit more room for error. I'm not saying they have a ton, but also nice 5.5 point spread. And I love that because that would get us to more free throws. Hofstra is third in the country in free throw percentage, 80.2% from free throw percentage or free throw line. As well, I think that Charleston's going to have the advantage here on the offensive glass, seeing them ranked 16th in the country in offensive rebounding. And Hofstra does struggle rebounding the ball. They're ranked 254 on defensive rebounding. And I think that might be a big spot here for Charleston to have an advantage because obviously Hofstra is the better team here. And we did see a lot of a one-man crew here in that first Hofstra game. Hofstra had a guy named Aaron Estrada dropped 30 on these guys. And really, Charleston's bench was the reason why they even came through in this game. In their first game, they had 3 guys off the bench over 10 points. Their starters only had 1. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a fun, fast-paced game. I mean, also, if you want to go into numbers, the Charleston trends are the best trends you're going to find. 4-0 in their last 4 to the over, 4-0 to the over as the last 4 games as road underdogs, 4-0 in their last 4 road games versus a team with a better winning record than 60%, over in their last 4 road games overall, and 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games. So I think this is going to be a fun, fast-paced matchup, exactly like the Syracuse game, but this one might go a little bit more under the radar. I really like this spot too. I just think that this is going to be so fast, and I'm hoping that we can keep it in that 6 to 7 point range where we're going to see some fouls at the end. And like I said, Hofstra is an elite free throw shooting team, number 3 in the country here. So love both spots, love both games, and let's see some good shooting. There's been a lot of these games in these bigger conferences where the shooting has just been absolutely horrendous. So let's get that regression coming in the positive way and cashing in on this. So looking to improve on this nice little run that we got. I will be at the Bucks game tonight. I'll be there, ready to cheer on the Bucks and Giannis here. Very excited for that. So I probably will have a little bit more NBA plays out today now that the NBA is kind of back in the swing of things. So thank you guys so much. You are the best. Again, like and subscribe if you guys could. We're going to keep putting out content, hoping you guys are enjoying it and cashing with us as well. So thank you guys so much. You guys have a great rest of your day, and best of luck on all your bets tonight. Cash them all in. Peace.